Lily woke up in her cozy little bed, feeling adventurous as she gazed out the window at the twinkling stars. She had a secret wish to explore the magical world of dreams. Professor Somnium, a wise old man with a kind smile, appeared beside her bedside table. "Tonight, Lily," he said softly, "you will embark on an incredible journey into your own dream realm." With a gentle nod, Kairos, a mystical creature, materialized before them. Kairos had eyes like moonlight and the ability to bend time and space. Lily felt a shiver of excitement as Professor Somnium led her through the threshold between reality and dreams. The first garden they entered was filled with shimmering flowers that changed colors with every step. Lily reached out, touching a soft blue bloom, and it transformed into a glowing star, leading them deeper into the garden. A gentle breeze carried the whispers of ancient secrets, and Lily listened closely to catch every word. Professor Somnium pointed towards a path lined with whispering willows. "Follow this path," he instructed, "and you may uncover the truth about your dreams." Lily followed, feeling a sense of purpose as the trees swayed in harmony with her steps. At the end of the path stood a magnificent treehouse, its branches adorned with twinkling lanterns. Inside, they found books filled with colorful illustrations of places Lily had never seen before. Kairos materialized next to them, his form blending into the light of the lanterns. He smiled enigmatically and disappeared again as if he was part of the garden itself. Professor Somnium handed Lily a small, ornate key. "This is your key," he said. "It will unlock any door you wish in this dream realm." Lily marveled at the key's intricate design and tucked it safely into her pocket. They entered a meadow filled with flowers that sang lullabies as they danced around them. The sounds were so soothing, Lily felt herself beginning to drift. Professor Somnium guided her towards a small pond where reflections of the stars shimmered on the water's surface. He sat down beside her and whispered, "Look within." Lily gazed into the still waters and saw visions of her past dreams, each one revealing more about who she truly was. As they walked further, the garden became denser with trees that had leaves like floating clouds. The air was thick with the scent of jasmine and lavender. Kairos emerged from a nearby bush, his presence both comforting and mysterious. He whispered in Lily's ear, "The garden is alive, just as you are." They arrived at a bridge made of stepping stones, each one marked with symbols representing different emotions. Lily carefully stepped across, feeling the weight of her feelings lifting with each step. Professor Somnium led them to a clearing where a giant clock tower stood watch over the garden. The hands moved slowly, almost imperceptibly, as if time itself was stretched out here. Lily approached the tower and noticed that it had no face. Professor Somnium explained, "The clock in your dreams has no set hours because they are measured by feelings." Kairos appeared next to her again, his form now slightly more defined. He said, "Remember, Lily, time is but a concept." They ventured into a forest of glowing mushrooms that lit up as they walked past. The light created intricate patterns on the ground, like an enchanted carpet. Professor Somnium pointed towards a large mushroom house in the center of the forest. "Enter if you wish," he said. Lily stepped inside and found it filled with books about magic and wonder. She spent time reading, her curiosity piqued by each new discovery. Kairos appeared once more, his presence now almost tangible. He gently guided Lily towards a waterfall that cascaded into a pool of moonlight. The water was cool and refreshing as Lily dipped her hand in. As she touched the water, images from her dreams swirled around her, forming patterns and shapes. Professor Somnium explained, "This is where you can release your deepest thoughts and feelings." Lily closed her eyes, allowing the water to wash away any worries or fears. She felt lighter than air, as if she was ready for anything. They continued their journey through a field of floating feathers that carried them effortlessly over a beautiful lake. The sky above was painted with constellations that changed shape as they watched. Professor Somnium pointed towards an island in the center of the lake, surrounded by a ring of lily pads. "Rest there if you wish," he said kindly. Lily laid down on one of the lily pads and drifted into a peaceful slumber, her body finally relaxed after all their adventures. Kairos appeared beside her again, his form more solid now. He whispered, "You have found your way through the garden." Professor Somnium smiled at Lily as she awakened from her dreamlike state. "Now it's time to return," he said gently. Lily gathered up her key and walked back towards the threshold between reality and dreams. The path was familiar yet different now that she had seen what lay beyond. As they crossed through, the garden slowly faded away, leaving only a sense of wonder in its wake. Lily stepped into her bedroom, the soft glow of her nightlight welcoming her home. She tucked herself back into bed with a contented smile, clutching her key tightly. With one last look around her room, she drifted off to sleep, surrounded by the magic of her dream garden and all the lessons it had taught her about herself. The stars twinkled down at her from above, reminding Lily that no matter where her adventures take her, they will always be a part of who she is.